Alrighty, so hey guys, this is KMCers whatever. I'm Kiersten and welcome back to another video. So today I thought I would do a review. I have a bunch of these Lifelines flow art little kits that I thought I would just show you because this is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks since I haven't been able to work on my diamond art, and I like to do things with my mind and hands and whatever else. I used to color, but my colors are all dead. So I can't really color right now, so I did find these back in December around Christmassy time for like a stocking stuffer idea or something. I have this one right here. This is a dot by letter. This is the landscape one that I've been working on, but they also have a dot by letter cozy cottage. That's what this one is. And then we have a dot by letter botanicals. That's what this one is. And this is the same kind of packaging as the landscape one had on it. I don't have the packaging anymore, but it comes with markers that attach to the back of your notebook, so you never lose the markers, which I love that idea. I think that's genius. And then they also have a pogo dot nature. It's looks like this, and it actually looks like the markers are different. They have like thicker. It looks like it's like a bunch of little dots like on the marker, if that explains it, that you like press down, so you're making multiple dots, and it looks like clusters of dots rather than just like one singular dot, which is what these markers are. I have these 4, and I just started with the landscape. So like I said, there is the markers on the back that attach to the back. You just turn them and then they pop off, so you can use them and keep your notebook flat. It does come double-sided markers, so all the dots are a different color on both sides. And then it does come inside. You have, I've done some, so you have this protective sheet that has a QR code that you can scan if you have no idea what kind of colors you want to do for what. And when you scan it, it sends you to a website. And then it like you click which book you have, like what type of art you have, and then it shows it like this. It gives you like 3 different options for each, like a color palette, and it shows you the picture of what you are coloring, and it says the page number, so you know what page you're on. And like I said, you put the protective sheet on the back side so your markers don't bleed through. This is the one I have. It has an answer key at the top, so you can just put whatever colors for whatever letter you want. So if you want A to be orange, you put A is orange. All the A's, the orange, you make all the B's purple, I don't know, whatever color. And you do little dots. And the bigger the letter, the bigger the dot. The smaller the letter, the smaller the dot. This was my very, very first one. Okay, so this took me some time to do, but this is what it looks like. It's like the ocean and a sunset kind of landscape. Some of them are very clear on what they are, and then some of them are like, what am I looking at? This one, it's just like trees. Not my favorite, but as an example, I do have the answer key at the top with the colors that I did, and then I did each of them the color that they are. So I just thought I would just say that it does take a little bit of a learning curve. I have some that are just really like struggling because you try to center it as best as you can, and it's really hard with how thick the marker is. It's a really thick marker. So you're trying to line it in the middle of the letter, and sometimes it's just off. Sometimes you don't make a big enough dot. It's a learning curve, and I'm still kind of trying to learn it. I find that the small dots are the hardest dots to make. Really, it really is. But I think this is really fun, really cool. Maybe I'll do a photo for you guys and just time lapse it for you guys. But I definitely think that you should definitely get these because these are so much fun. It's great to relieve stress, especially on the go. It's just good to keep your mind occupied, especially when I'm not able to do a lot of things like I normally would do. So yeah, I guess I will just start figuring out a color scheme for this page, which I usually use one of the 3 options that they have, and then I just go from there. I might change out a color or 2 if I don't love it, but otherwise I try to just stick to one of those 3 coloring groups because I don't really want to think about coloring options, really. I just want to color. And then I'll start working on it. So you're supposed to do it from like 1 letter at a time, and you do have to make sure that the ink dries before you move on to something else, otherwise it smears. So I like to start, I'm right-handed, so I go left to right and down, and I try to do all 1 color first. So all the A's will go first, all the B's. It's whatever color. I usually start in the corner. So this one starts with B, so I'm probably going to do all the B's, and then probably do the C's, and then kind of work my way through, if that makes sense. But let me get the colors situated. So hopefully you can hear me with dog barking in the background, but I've gotten it completed, except for I am now going to go through it and make sure that I got everything. And while doing it, you can kind of see that you may have missed some letters. So I did miss some letters, so we're going to go ahead and just fill them. I missed a B. I pretty much missed every single letter in the alphabet on this page somewhere. We are completed. This is what it looks like. Don't really know what it's supposed to be, but cute. And it probably took me like an hour to do, hour and a half. Just depends on how fast you are. I did have a lot of like mistakes, but art is art. You can kind of just make it how you want it. But I definitely recommend getting some of these. I like how they just clip right into this, and then this just clips right onto the notebook. So that way you could just keep your colors together with your coloring pages, and I like that. And it also locks on both sides, so it doesn't have to be, it just has to go on this way because of the lining up thing, but it can be locked on whatever side you want it to be on. I think it can even be that way too, if you wanted. So definitely check them out. I do have to review the Pogo Dot one, so let me know if you want to see this one in action, or a review on the Pogo Dot one. But definitely check out the dot by numbers. They're fun. Definitely check them out. I definitely recommend them. I like them. And I didn't say, but this book includes 20 coloring pages, so you do have a lot in here that you can do. So yeah, I'll just flip through the ones that I've already done to show you what I've done, and yeah. Alright, this is my first one. Hopefully, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys like to do for artwork. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that bell notification so you're notified when we post every single Wednesday and occasionally on Fridays when I feel like it. This is KMCers, whatever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.